Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. This is Johnny Mac, and wow, would you look at that? This sauce has to be the most nutritious sauce ever made. So let's do it. I'm gonna quickly show you how to make a healthy French style tomato sauce. Start off with the prep work. I'm using Roma tomatoes, 2 pounds or approximately 1 kilogram. You can use any large meaty tomatoes that you like. First line of attack is to remove that skin. It's tough and will not break down in the sauce. Score the bottom of the tomato with a sharp knife, making an X. Now you're ready to quickly blanch the tomatoes. So basically that means you're gonna drop these bad boys into hot water or boiling water for roughly 30 seconds to a minute until their skin starts to shrivel. Drop a few in at a time, don't overload it with too many, otherwise you might bring that water temperature down. Don't walk away because this will happen fairly quickly, but once the skins they start to shrivel and start to crack and they're no longer smooth, then you're ready to take these guys out. Drop them into a frigid ice water bath, and no, it's not to join the polar bear club. Even though I do personally love a cool ice plunge. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's invigorating. Anyways, enough of that chit chat. This is just to cool these guys down so that it'll stop the cooking process and you can work with them with your hands. Now that they've been blanched and cooled, you can remove the skins. You can either use your hands like this. Not too difficult, right? It's pretty easy. You just peel it off. Voila, there you go. Or for another option, if your hands are too slippery from handling all those tomatoes or the skins are being stubborn, you can use a knife. This 3.5-inch paring knife works wonders. If you don't have one, I would get one. You can pinch the skin between your thumb and the knife blade and then just pull it back. Bam, it's off. So you might be wondering what makes a tomato good for you? What sort of vitamins and minerals does it have? It's loaded with vitamin C, which is an essential nutrient and an antioxidant. Potassium, which is essential for blood pressure control and preventing heart disease. Vitamin K1, which helps with blood clotting and bone health. Folate, or vitamin B9, which is important for normal tissue growth or cell function. So there you go. The base of this sauce is just what the doctor ordered. Excellent work so far. Your next step is to remove the seeds. This step is optional. You can keep the seeds in if you like. It's really just personal preference. For the Roma tomatoes, I'm just gonna cut it right down the center so I have a right and a left. If you have a big beef steak, you might wanna cut it to where you have a top and a bottom. Work over a plate or a bowl to catch all of the bits and pieces and tomato juice. Use a spoon or your thumb to remove any of the seeds. If you're working with Romas, just rip out that center part and remove all of the seeds. You can also give it a quick wash if there's any pesky beasts that won't go away. Moving right along, the next ingredient for this French style sauce, a shallot. Remove that skin and you can just chop it up any way that you like. It really doesn't have to be minced. And for those of you that have never tried a shallot before, they kind of have a taste between an onion and garlic. Nice work, easy peasy, right? Now it's time to move on to the next ingredient, a yellow onion. We're gonna use 1.5 cups or 200 grams. You can chop this guy up any way that you like. Perfect job, so hang in there, you're almost done with the prep work. We have one last teeny tiny guy that has a crazy tough skin, but with a quick pop of the blade on the board, it's easy to remove. Now I'm gonna use my garlic press, so I'm not gonna chop them up, but if you wanna give them a quick chop, go for it. All right. That takes care of the prep work. Now I'm gonna show you how to make a homemade healthy French style tomato sauce. Pour 1/4 cup or 63 milliliters of olive oil into a non-reactive saucepan over medium heat. Once that oil's hot, throw in the onions, the shallots, and the minced garlic. One great thing about this sauce, other than it tastes great and looks absolutely phenomenal, is it's a hands-off cooking type process, so it's not a very technical sauce to make. The first step in this sauce making process is to soften up those vegetables that might need a little extra time to cook. The onions, the shallots, the garlic, so as soon as you throw that garlic in, that's what you'll be doing. Whip out a spatula, give everything a quick mix, make sure that it's well combined with that olive oil. And your goal here is not to brown or sear these guys, you just want to make them translucent and tender, so cook them over medium to low heat, covered for 10 minutes. So here you go, nice job, step 1 done. All of those harder type vegetables are nice and tender to the touch now. stellar work. Time to move on to step number 2. It's just as easy as the first step. You're gonna break down those tomatoes and you're gonna infuse flavor. Round up some shrubbery, fresh thyme, 2 sprigs, drop them in. Grab 1 bay leaf, in it goes. Hey, and so far so good. Not too difficult, right? See, I told you, it's a very easy sauce to make. Next ingredient up to bat, the tomatoes. Check them out. Nice and clean, no skins, those seeds all gone, drop them in. Grab some white wine, half of a cup or 125 milliliters. If you're not into white wine, then a veggie or a chicken stock would work well. Spank in some black pepper. Add a touch or 2 of salt. Remember that plate or that bowl that you put under the tomatoes whenever you remove the seeds? Check out all those juices. That's flavor and you want that in your sauce. To go above and beyond, sprinkle some salt onto these bits and pieces and let it sit while you do the rest of your prep work. This will extract more liquid from those tomatoes and add even more flavor to your sauce. Break out a spatula and make sure that those tomatoes are well covered in the liquid. Bring the sauce to a simmer over medium heat. Once it comes to a boil, you can turn the heat to low and slowly simmer gently for 30 to 40 minutes. And for this part of the process, you do not want to cover it, so leave that lid off. This is 15 minutes in, it's looking great. Then after 35 minutes, the sauce is starting to become concentrated. The flavors have been infused, the vegetables and the tomatoes are nice and soft. Fish out that bay leaf and the 2 thyme sprigs. Hey, you know what? You're doing a fantastic job. Hang in there. It's the final step in the sauce making process. It's time to blend the sauce. To save time and not to clean up a countertop, I like to pour my sauce into a smaller receptacle like this little glass measuring cup in order to pour it into the blender. That way it will not get all over the place, or less of it will get all over the place. If you wanted to use an immersion blender or a food processor to give this a blitz, go for it. I bet you're wondering, what does this sauce go well with? It's nice on fried, grilled, or sauteed pork, chicken, beef, fish, you name it. Smother noodles in it, drizzle it on mashed potatoes, throw it on your roast. It's really a good, healthy option. Nice work. You get an A++ on your outstanding sauce making technique. The only thing left to do is either pour it into a bowl or a gravy boat and enjoy. That, Sauce and Gravy Nation, is how you make a healthy tomato sauce. Thank you, Sauce and Gravy Nation, for watching. If you found this recipe helpful, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're not part of the Sauce and Gravy Nation quite yet, don't delay. Hit that subscribe button to stay tuned to the latest and greatest sauce making tips and techniques. Thanks again for watching, and remember, keep whisking, y'all.